Hey students, Professor Johnson here. Welcome to one of the many videos you're going to watch in this orientation module. This video is just about what to expect out of this class. Okay, this is an 8-week class. We have a lot of material to cover in 8 weeks. We cover the same amount of material that we will cover in a full semester class, so it is condensed. So the time management piece is going to be really, really important. You're going to do an activity later, specifically on time management, but for this class, expect to spend 3 to 6 hours per week reading the textbook material, reading the lecture, working on the lecture material, working through the lecture material, and then working on any assignments that are due. Okay, so I'm going to start there. Expect to spend 3 to 6 hours per week on this class. Okay, but what does a typical week look like? Okay, so let's talk about what a typical week looks like. A typical week is going to start every week. We're going to cover, with the exception of 1 week, we're going to cover 2 chapters. There's 1 week where we're just gonna cover one, but all the rest of the weeks we're gonna cover 2 chapters worth of material. So every week when you get to the module, there'll be a video like this that talks about the course objectives for the week, just a recap, actually an introduction to what we are going to be discussing for that week. But every week is going to be 2 chapters. For this class, the textbook for this class is a free resource, so you will have to log in to a database. There's going to be information on that when we get down to the textbook page on how to do that. But you will have 2 chapters to read. Most of the chapters for this book are about 20 pages. And I say 20 pages, but since it's a online version of the book, it's just a long scroll. So it won't look like 20 pages. It'll just be a long scroll. Then you will have a lecture for each chapter. So there'll be 1 page for each chapter that is the lecture. And for each chapter, the lecture has tab pages at the top that has the different topics that we're going to cover. Generally, there's four tabs. Every once in a while, there's 5 tabs, but there's a tab at the top for each chapter. So each chapter, you will have, at each module, you have 2 separate lecture pages to read, review, and go over. Okay, and the lecture pages are a combination of additional text for you to read, some videos that I've made, some videos that are out in the world, articles, a combination of all the materials that you need. And then every week you have a discussion board. The discussion board initial posts are due on Tuesday, and responding to 3 of your classmates by Friday. And then finally you will have a recap video. So just what happened that week, you will have that as well. And then sprinkled in there as well, there's 2 critical thinking activities, and then there also is a midterm and a final. Okay, so every week looks exactly the same. Okay, 8 weeks. There is an introductory, it's called Let's Get It Started, an introduction to what we're going to cover for that week. Bam, pow, read, which is your reading assignment for the week. And again, you have a link to the book. Learning is fun for each chapter. So remember, all the weeks that we cover 2 chapters, there are 2 tabs. And actually, the week that we only cover 1 chapter, there's still 2 tabs because I broke it up. I broke the material up because there's a lot of material in that 1 week that we only cover the 1 chapter. Then you have your discussion board, and finally, you have a recap. And like I said, sprinkled in there, you may have a midterm or critical thinking activity. Okay, so easy peasy, same thing every week. Modules open on Sunday. Initial post for your discussion board is due on Tuesday. Responding to 3 of your classmates by Friday, and anything else, if you have an activity, it's generally due on Friday, and then exams are due on Thursday. So again, everything is laid out on your to-do list, so you will see those dates pop up as well. Okay, all right, see you on the other side.